So let me explain to you a couple reasons as to why I started this journey of a home gym. So first, commercial gyms really annoy me. So a lot of my workouts, well, they're not so much anymore, but used to always have supersets. And if you've ever worked out in a commercial gym before, doing this is impossible almost, because usually the supersets I'm doing are opposite sides of the room. So you have to jump in with people, blah, 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 and also pyramid sets. That is number one reason why I left. In there. Oh, dear. Right, mate. Oh, you got many more sets? I've only just started on my pyramid set, mate. So I've got all the way up to one rep max and then back down. So there are quite a few, yeah. All right, fair enough, fair enough. Can I jump in between sets? Oh, I mean, you're quite a bit taller than I am. So I'm gonna have to keep changing the J-hooks, mate, you know what I mean? Like, we're gonna be here for ages. I'm not trying to be here for too long. Alright, forget about it, don't worry. I'll do something else, don't worry about it. So yeah, that is what motivated me to start a home gym.
A few moments later.
For the purpose of this gym tour, I'm actually going to flip the camera and the mic so you won't actually see me, and I'm just going to do almost like a voiceover of the gym tour, just so you get a better view of everything in here. Starting off on the right side of the gym, I have a Reebok ZR9 treadmill. This doesn't get used much by me, but my dad uses it all the time, as he likes to do like 5k runs. So when the weather's bad, which is not today, look how lovely the weather is today, lovely jubbly, but if the weather's bad, he'll go on here instead of doing these road runs. Now this we actually got for free, so we were given this really luckily, as these are quite expensive if you used to buy. So I probably wouldn't have had this in here if I had to buy it, but because we got given it, it worked out really well and we kept it. Moving on, I have my 36-inch plyo box. It's a three-way plyo box, so you've got 36 inches, 24 inches and 22 inches, I believe. I can't remember off the top of my head. But this is great for box jumps, step ups, hip thrusters, loads of things you could do on it. Again, not used by me a great deal because I'm quite tall and our ceilings are low, so we can't really do it in here. But yeah, good. My dad uses it a lot for box jumps, but I sometimes take it outside on the drive here and I will do my box jumps out there. And then going up, fan.
You've got no friends!
So, we're in England, so it's quite cold all the time. But right now, for example, it is boiling and it's impossible to work out without the fans on. So I've got two of these, one here and one over there. This one's actually on. So circulate the air in here and it just keeps it nice and fresh. Now, the main piece of equipment in the gym is my power rack. I've got a full power rack from Body Max. I bought this on Facebook Marketplace as well, along with the bench, came with it. This one is particularly good, and I got this one because it has a pulley system that's connected, that is plate loaded, and you have a low pulley and a high pulley. So really, really versatile, and that is key when building a home gym, is versatility. Sorry about that. I had a delivery, so I had to quickly deal with the delivery driver. As I was saying, versatility is key when building a home gym. So you want, because you don't have a lot of space, you want to get something that you can do it with it. So I can do lat pull downs, things like that, inside the rig, the rack, therefore not taking up any other space in the garage. Right, this really good. Now, what it sits on is a makeshift lifting platform. So all I did with this, I got a bit of OVS.
Hello? Hello? Anybody home? Hey, think McFly, think.
Is it OVS? OVS, something like that. Construction wood. Just a 8x4 piece, and then I've got two. I got.
That you could do so.
One stall mat that I cut into 4, stacked 2 on top of each other that side, 2 on top of each other that side, and there I've created a makeshift DIY lifting platform. Now this is something that's going to change in the near future, so stay tuned for that. Now to the right side of the rack, I've got the dip bars that came with the rack, so you attach them, you can do dips and things like that. Forgot to mention also, it's got a multi-grip pull-up bar at the top, which is wicked. And then what the dip bars sit on is my extensions for my plyo box. So they are 6-inch extensions, so it can make that go up to, what's that work out, 36, add 6 is 42, add 6, 48, add 6, 54 inches. So you've got a 54-inch box there, which is great. Haven't actually braved jumping on that yet, but we'll do that in another video at a later date. Just below that, I have old Jordan 20 plates that are broken. So I didn't chuck them away, as I got them with the rack that I bought on Facebook Marketplace. They gave them to me because they were broke, and I used that in conjunction with a drop-in landmine. So this is where I do my landmine, T-bar rows, things like that. So good use of broken weights there. Now moving on to another piece I've got with the rack on Facebook Marketplace, which is this weight tree and the rubber weights that are on it. So not the silver ones, the black ones. So I've got that and my Olympic bar that stands there, but not the 20s underneath. So I got that, the rubber plates, the weight tree, the bar, the rack, the bench, the accessories, and I think I paid £600 for all of that on Facebook Marketplace locally. So yeah, it was the best purchase I've ever made. As soon as I did that, gym membership was cancelled, and after that I was in here working out, and then I just built it from there. So that was the first thing I actually bought. It also came with a spin bike, but I didn't use it, so I sold the spin bike. Now the iron plates that are on here, the silver ones, I bought after. This is probably the second thing I bought, and I think I paid 150, and it came with 4 20s, 2 10s, 2 15s, 2 5s. I think it was 150 I paid, something like that. So that was because the weight I had wasn't enough, so now I've got enough weight. Now in the corner I have this little Ottoman stool that was in the house, but I decided not to get rid of it because it's a good seat, and also I can store my bands and things like that in there. So the bands I got from My Protein with one of my orders. I've got 2 of each, and there's also some resistance bands in there and other miscellaneous objects. So that's that. Now moving on to my favourite part, or not my favourite part, my favourite piece of equipment in this gym, and that is the trap bar. I love trap bar. Trap bar deadlifts I think are amazing, and it's I can't believe it. And this trap bar in particular, I got an absolute steal on. So I had to travel about an hour to get it, and again, no, this was eBay. I bought this on eBay. Had to travel an hour, and I paid either 30 or 40 pounds for this bar, and it's a 35 kg bar. So even on the math, it is so cheap. I couldn't believe it when I bought it. So that was that. Now over here I managed to secure some shelf space, because as you can see it is still a garage and we still store all of our stuff in here, but I managed to free some space up on the shelves, and I've got this as my storage area. So what I've got this basket, which is just full of miscellaneous straps, wraps, collars, all sorts of things like that. I've got this manta ray that I never use. In fact, I may even get rid of it. Then I've got an easy curl bar. I've got adjustable, Olympic adjustable dumbbells at the back. These. So that's good to add more weight. And a bunch of the accessories that came with the rack. So a single arm one, a triangle grip bar, the rope, a lat pull down bar, and a straight bar for bicep curls and things like that. So they came with the rack, so that was a real good deal that I got on there. So that's where I store all them. Above that I have my whiteboard, which has my workout on there, and currently on there is a 5-3-1 workout that I'm doing, but I'm actually on a break from that actually at the moment, but I will be returning to it, so I've left it on there. Underneath I've got a couple of rollers, ab roll, a ladder in the red bag there, some cones, and some battle ropes. I had these because I used to run circuit classes. I no longer do that, but I kept it to add to my training. And right at the bottom there I have a 20 kg kettlebell and a 10 kg slam ball. Now moving on to the most recent piece of equipment that I have bought, and that is this vertical leg press from Powerline, or Powerline, I think it's Body Solid, I think makes this. So let me flip it around a little bit. So it's a vertical press, so you load the weight on the top and then all the weight is at your feet, and then you press it down and then press it back up. And yeah, it's a great piece of equipment. I'm super happy. I've been waiting for a leg press for ages, and this came up on Facebook round the corner from me for £180, and I bought this 3 weeks ago, so it was during quarantine, and gym equipment is gone crazy since then, so I managed to get a real good deal on the vertical leg press. You'll see this in action later in the workout. Now to probably the third piece of equipment I bought, and this was a dumbbell rack that goes from 5 to 17.5. I would like to have more, but this is a good start, and I have the adjustable ones on the shelf. So this is I think I got this off eBay, and I believe it cost me £150 for the weight and the rack. So really good. It's really nice having actual dumbbells rather than having to use spin lock ones and things like that. It's just a lot easier in my opinion. Right, that is all for the equipment in here. Now the flooring is just foam mats at the moment. Not the greatest for lifting, but I have the platform, so it's not so bad, but it just makes the garage look nicer. But stay tuned for an upgrade on the floor. Right, that was, or is, the home gym. So got a fair amount of equipment in there, and I'm able to get a full workout in. I've been working out here for about 2 years, and I would never, unless I had to, join a gym again. It is the best thing ever. So, little background. I've been working on this for about 2 to 3 years. Sort my hair out. For about 2 to 3 years. Yeah, gradually building it as I go along. Not spending loads at one time. Now, I'm really happy with how my home gym is, and I've been happy for it for a while. But recently, especially during this time of quarantine, and the lockdown and COVID-19 and things like that, and I hope people are staying safe and well, I decided that I wanted to add to it as I've got a load of time and I can really make it as good as possible. So I added the leg press, which I'm really happy about. That's added a whole new element of training, of leg training anyway. I can do calf raises on it, things like that. But also I want to make it look much nicer in here and not so much like a garage. So stay tuned for future updates, and we'll turn this into a lovely looking garage gym. So stay tuned for that.